Hello and welcome to One Star, where we read one-star reviews of just about anything.
That would be 2 stars, or that would be a connection, but 1.
What do you got today, Dave?
Yes, today we're going to talk about one of the best things, well, not best things. We talk about New Year's resolutions. Everybody's always wants to get more organized. Everyone always wants to get more organized.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But, does anyone really, what is organization? Anyways, here is somebody who hired somebody to help them organize.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. I actually did.
It's probably really expensive, right?
I was originally shocked by her price. Yes. I actually did it one time. I think we had a group. We got a Groupon though for somebody to come and help help out for like an hour, look at our garage.
Just a cleaning service?
No. Because the woman was great because we had. I think it was at my old house. We had a relatively small garage, and she really kind of said, you kind of came and said, oh, you could do this, and this to kind of get more stuff in your garage. I just bought a new house that had a bigger garage, and so now I just have crap all over the garage, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, this person had a different problem. I was originally shocked by her price. She assured me most clients don't need a second sessions.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. Given that my apartment is only 400 square feet.
Oh, hold on. I need a visual on that.
That's small.
Well, okay. How long?
400 square feet is half this room.
Well, they can't see that, so let's put this in terms of things that people can understand.
I'm assuming that you all know what 400 square feet is. We're trying to explain to her.
Someone out there is like, thank you. All right. So how long?
20 by 20.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's 20 feet long, though. What's something that's 20 feet long?
Let's see, what's 20 feet long? Well, it'd be like 3 dudes who are like 6'3" or 6'4".
On top of each other?
Mm. Or just lying across.
Like a totem pole of dudes?
18, not quite.
How tall is a giraffe?
It'd be more than that, but I did.
Is that like 2 giraffes?
Is a giraffe 20 feet tall?
I don't know. They can't be 20 feet tall.
No. They can be
maybe like
decent.
2 giraffes, right?
They might be.
10
they could
tall?
be 20. Yeah, they're probably 10. Yeah, they're probably more 10
How
feet tall.
tall are giraffes?
Siri, tell us.
I got it. Ready?
Wait.
2 20-foot long snakes. That helps.
That helps.
That helps everyone.
That helps. Whatever, you know what? They say whatever teaching method you need to visualize it.
I went to Montessori school.
Through high school.
That's not true.
Could be. It's a way to start rumors.
All right. So 400
square feet. So let's just say
2 20-foot snakes.
If you had a 20-foot python that way and a 20-foot boa going that way.
Yep, perfect. Got it.
That's what it would be.
Okay.
And it already had 2 organizers spend 6 hours helping me. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of time for a. Okay. So I felt assured that she would be able to leave me in good shape. I very, very clearly stated my goals for the session at the outset. She doesn't tell us what those goals were.
I imagine it's fit all this crap in my tiny apartment.
I'm not entirely sure that's what it is from what goes on the rest of the way. Midway through, I had to take a painkiller for a nerve injury. I assume this is a previous condition and not one that just suddenly happened, but yes, because one which prevents me from being able to lift on my own.
Okay, so maybe they have to have everything like close.
Well, you would think again that would be a reasonable assumption and discussion. I think in this, I'm starting to think that this is somebody who just wants someone to move stuff around in their apartment for them. Okay. Despite my request that she not do so, she stacked multiple boxes that I hadn't sorted yet on top of my closet, and I will now need to hire someone to bring them back down. All right, but going with the nerve injury and not being able to do that makes complete sense, and I can see why you might be a little upset. She wanted a shelf moved to the kitchen Great idea. But not dumping the contents onto my floor and taking 20 minutes to do so. I guess that's just a comment of getting paid by the hour or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
After she left and my mind cleared from taking the pain medication, we've learned also in the last few weeks, if you've been watching, pain medication, all medication, not good.
Side effects may include bad organization.
And sudden onset death.
Yes.
I found multiple boxes shoved into corners. My desk is unusable because my blanket storage is apparently underneath. Rather than using one of the multiple empty drawers or storage bins I had put out for use for under bed storage. That sounds like poor organization right there.
Yeah.
But again, though, when we're talking about 400 square feet,
I mean,
you're using every last corner. More, there's more.
Yeah, this is only 2 20-foot, snakes worth of room, so that's... They got a desk in there?
I appreciate having my heavy seltzer bottles put onto a shelf for me.
Heavy seltzer bottles? Are they like a clown? Are they like those like metal ones that you squeeze? Like, it's not. We're not talking LaCroix here, right? Like,
but I can pay a cleaning professional $25 an hour for that. She charges $125 an hour, which is 2.5 times the rate many other organizers charge. Okay. Well, yeah, if you just want stuff moved around, probably not the person you want to hire. She also made an extremely insensitive remark that I became distraught because barbecue smoke was coming into the apartment. I have asthma. Okay? I'm not...
What did she say? Because there's a couple different levels of insensitive.
She made an extremely insensitive remark when I became distraught because barbecue smoke was coming to my apartment.
Well,
again, we don't know what her goals were on the outset, and we don't know what the insensitive remarks were. Maybe she made a comment about veganism. Just saying, barbecue meat.
I just feel like what could I'm trying to think of what I would be offended by if I was like, oh no, like this smoke is coming into my apartment, and she was just like, suck it up, pony boy, like,
I have asthma. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. I feel bad for this person having asthma and not being able.
Yeah.
But in my 400 square foot apartment, we barely made noticeable headway in maybe half of that space. So, by the way, if you're keeping track at home, that would be a 10-foot python by a 10-foot... No, that would be only 100 square feet. Doesn't make sense. I just messed up the math there. Because you know what? I divided everything by half. So really it would be a 20-foot python by a 10-foot boa. That gets it to 200 square feet.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I halved everything, which got us to a quarter.
Gotcha.
So
we still got the 20-foot snake.
20 foot. There's a 20 foot. We're keeping the 20-foot boa.
And then we just hack the other one in half.
The python, and we know that you can't do that because it still stays alive.
Is that true?
I think so, right?
I don't think so.
Don't you have to cut the head off?
Yeah, but essentially you did, right? Like.
Did you though?
Like it's just head, and then the rest of it is just neck.
No, but
so
you cut it. If you cut a snake's tail off.
But where does the tail start? Right? Does the tail start here, or does the tail start like way down? Like where does it start? If you were talking about a 20-foot snake, like where is that?
All right, well listen. If it's a 12-inch snake, if I cut off the last inch, you're probably good at calling that the tail, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, 20 foot.
If you cut off half
2
of
feet,
it?
2 feet, 2 feet of it?
I don't know. I'm willing to experiment with this, though.
I'm not. I just don't want us anywhere near 20 feet pythons. That will be the last 1-star ever. And it'll be a sudden onset death based upon python, not based upon...
It just goes to black.
It'll be like the end of The Sopranos.
Or Blair Witch Project. Just screams.
So we just see Ace standing in the corner, facing the corner, while I'm wrestling a snake.
No, there's just like a big bump in the middle of the...
This is not going well.
No, it's going great.
Right. No. This is going phenomenal. But this scenario, nah,
Oh yeah, you're gonna get it.
I'm gonna get the life squeezed out of me or something like that. All right. All right, so 200 square feet. My friend who came over the next day saw no difference. Well, again, in a small space, it's going to be really hard to see a lot of difference.
Well, and they said they only got half the small space done.
Right. But and if a bed would be almost half of this small space.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's a Murphy bed.
Oh, that's cool. I like those. I'm afraid of those, though.
They're great. Yeah, but I'm always feeling...
I've seen James Bond.
No one is going to put you in a Murphy bed and shoot at you.
I don't know. That's one of my top fears.
What? I don't. We're gonna leave that as fear number 3.
No, that's like 6.
Okay. Yeah. We will endeavor to find out what the other 5 ahead of those are another day. All right. So she did not give me an action plan. This is probably back to resolve the outstanding issues in the other half of the snake. When I emailed her with these concerns, explained that I had taken money to pay her out of my
oh goodness, page 2
savings account, she dismissed it all with, "You should have told me your goals," which I had done. The other organizers I'd worked with also offered significant assistance with removing unwanted items after organizing and identifying items to purchase. She told me to hire someone to move my AC. I would have stuck with the other organizers, but due to health reasons, I needed someone who could commit to not wearing any fragrance. Also, I believed her pitch that 1 3-hour session would get the job done. A shameless, unethical, and ineffective worker. There are so many other options out there. She does not deserve to be in your home. It's like she's an Italian moving in for 3 months. I like making all these inside jokes. Now you got to go back and watch all the other episodes to understand what we're talking about.
Can we just go back to that line, though, that he couldn't hire the other one because they wouldn't commit to not wearing any fragrance?
Right.
Like, I feel like you just are like, hey, like, I have asthma. Can you just not wear any perfume? And that lady was like, that's my identity.
I wear lemongrass on my shirt every day.
It's just she's like, I also work in essential oils. Like, I have to...
No.
I don't...
Yeah, no. I don't... Something's not adding up.
Did he find her on Craigslist? I feel like this is a Craigslist.
No, because you know what? The woman who was reviewed, because it was a Yelp review, she had nothing but 5 stars. This was a anomaly.
A freak 1 star.
A freak 1 star. So I always find those ones the most interesting because you have those. Usually those. Well, usually they're usually not that interesting because usually it's someone just complaining about payment of some sort.
But there's either that or something went very wrong. That was like kind of out of both people's control usually, like something.
Right.
Yeah. So on our next episode, we have something that goes very wrong. Ooh. So there's our first cliffhanger. I'll give you that.
What we learned today is
that if you want to measure a room, it is best to do it in snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And
snake increments.
Snake increments. And you can be an organizer for $125 an hour. I'm gonna start doing that on Craigslist. Look for me on Craigslist, and I'll come move your boxes to the top of your closet where you can't reach them, and then not take your calls.
And I still want to know what Heavy Seltzer is.
I'm pretty sure he's a clown. Yeah.
And you know what clowns are? The Meat and Beyond burgers.
Clown meat.
Till next time, I don't have a foreign language to say goodbye. So, goodbye.